Alright, let's dive into Starfield. Close out the music, get the game pulled up. We will continue the adventures of Captain Winter. Also, just as a note, there are no cats and no hats as channel points tonight. I have decided to start going to the gym, and I hurt. So we're gonna be like extra super chill today.
All right, let's try that. I have to set it back to default. I don't know what's going on with my peripherals still. Hopefully this sounds a little bit better. Um, just stick that a little bit below my mouth so that we don't get quite so much pop. But hopefully this is something decent. All right. Captain Winter, what were we up to with you? It's audible now. Okay, that's an improvement. The one cat is on my lap. The other one is, I'm sure, snoozing somewhere. Yes, you are a good kitty, Tari. And everyone thinks you're pretty. Okay, so we are picking up a package from Red Mile. All right. See, are my textures showing up? They are not. All right, one sec. We gotta quit and reload. Hey, Lane, thanks for the lurk. As you can see, I fixed my lurking command, and it now correctly provides a random activity. Um, Something weird's been going on with the textures in my game lately. I don't know what's up with it. I've tried the usual fixes of making sure that my materials folder is not loose, which it needs to be when I'm working on mods. And that seemed to fix it, except now this just sort of happens every so often. And for some reason, if I quit and reload the game, the textures behave as normal. So something is mucking with it. Don't know what. Let's reload creations, see if anything updated. Well, we're at it. What in the hell is going on? Hopefully this load in fixes things. There we go. Yes. Good. Okay. Off we go to do this thing for Salinas.
The blackest sea. Where shall we swim to next, O wise and formidable captain?
Jesus, fan. Okay, yes, we gotta go to Sakura, and then Olympus, and then Volai, then Parima. No, we're not. We're not talking to you guys. We're not doing that. We are nowhere near an appropriate level for this particular DLC. Although this looks cool. I'm gonna take a screenshot. It's out here. Okay, and station, some other star station. Well, we may as well land on the planet, finish the survey. We can get some bonus XP. Okay, how can I get... okay, let's see. I want to get this. In the same frame as the star, but on like this kind of angle. So, aha, there we go. Okay, because that looks really cool. Did I seriously manage to not land near any of the resources? There we go. 1. Oh, just aluminum here? Alright. Fine then. We'll find another spot to land. Oh. Yeah, okay, I just managed to, like, completely not land anywhere interesting. Got it. That's what I get for picking a landing spot at random. Instead of being smart. So that's aluminum again. Ah, here we go. Here's a pile of helium. Well, I got a skill. Which, actually, first of all, what are we? Cyber Runner, Street Rat, Hero Worshipped. I think... Okay, so we can't upgrade that. What are we gonna want? Security's already in a good spot. Oh yeah, we're gonna move piloting. We could go get into a fight. Assuming it even is a fight. Let's find out. Oh, you're picking up? Damn it. Did you leave anyone behind? Ooh, you definitely did. Who did? Spacers! Oh, hell yeah. Get ready to get wrecked, fuckers. Nothing, you say? Say that again in my face, asshole. Alright, your turn, punk. Do you not have a rifle? I don't think I have a rifle yet on this character. No, I have staple guns. And a Grendel, which can be used like a rifle, but, you know what? We're just gonna... We don't have one of my preferred rifles yet. Alright, so we need to read the slate. Which is going to be... Secret Outpost. Loyal to your crew. I get it. But screw that. Beg, borrow, steal, kill to get to Denebula 1B. There is a secret outpost we're trying to crack. Once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You will regret it for the rest of your life if you don't get your ass over here. Well, I know what quest that is. And that's damn useful. But first, we need to finish our job. So, we're gonna skip back over to the frontier.
It's very hot. We are you would think there would be trumpets wherever you go.
Olympus. Oh, right. The Almagest. We're so taking this on right now. This is worth it. Can usually get a good rifle in here. First things first, though. Take a nap. Oh, Northern, believe me, I mostly play snipers in this game, so one of my early orders of business is to get one of the rifles that I prefer to be using. The problem just, of course, is that when you are a brand new character, it's a little bit difficult. We should put the staple guns away, I guess. Get those out of inventory. These aren't bad, but they could be better. Alright, hold on. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I want you, and you... Oh, that's right, I'm in storage mode. So, I need to favorite you. I will set you as 2 for now. It's 3. You as 4. Shotgun as last resort. Oh yeah, no, sniping is so incredibly satisfying in this game. Like, oh my god. Especially at a range that exceeds the supposed range of the gun. We're just gonna do some quickie low-hanging fruit in the research trees so that I can modify my weapons when I get them, because inevitably the rifle does not have things that I want when I get it. Alright, actually, I think we want to start with Equinox here. It is a laser weapon. Hey, it's almost as aggressively gold as Trump Tower. So this is one of the fully zero-G environments, which makes this really fun. Yeah, you can't shoot me through that glass. You gotta come over here. Yes, please, summon the rest of your compatriots so that I can shoot them. Fan, you are having a little bit too much fun with this. Okay, one down. Where's the other asshole? There we go. Okay, you good at Orang Fan? You look like you're fine. Let's go find some of the rest of these ass wipes. Who's laughing at me? Yes, indeed. How dare any of them? Gotcha. Ah. It's like, who the hell else is firing at me? I see you. Come here, asshole. Well, that's the optic just for this particular gun. It actually does change depending on what gun you're using. Alright, got you. I see. We have someone who thinks they're being slick back here. Hi, buddy. Yeah, that would be fun. One down. Where's the last one? Come on, asshole. Where are you hiding? Ah. Okay, you're up there. Thanks for the free nut shots. Alright. Now we get to find everything floating around. And boy, is there stuff to find. Alright, we gotta find some bodies. Oh, I can't float through that. There. Knife him. No. I'm not some kind of barbarian using melee weapons. You kidding me? I kid, of course. But actually, I generally don't use melee in this game. Oh, come on, give me that last piece, thank you. Alright, okay, so let's go up first. What do we have up here? We have you. Oh, there's a gun floating around up here. Hi. It's just a good show. Alright. Oh, I flipped through him. Okay. I mean, I guess. It's funny when you have a 5-person team chasing after the last enemy with knives. Yeah, I suppose. So this was basically a giant casino space station. Critic reviews. Did you see the reviews? These excerpts below are unacceptable and need redaction. This is a disaster. I need you to get in contact with all publications and get this rectified. This latest attempt at the ultimate tourist attraction in space, a zero-G casino that hopes to keep the drinks flowing and the credits rolling, ultimately feels like antiquated entertainment from the dimming lights of our ancestral city of sin. I float my way to the lower level to spend these lavish moments yanking a lever in hopes of rewarding myself with some credits. With nowhere to plop down my once rotund back pockets, I hover aimlessly in front of a bright black hole, where credits get pulled in with no hope of escaping. I insert my last few creds to be leached from my now depleted bank account from the overpriced drinks. To my surprise, I hit a match 3, and maybe luck is on my side. The surprise quickly fades to disappointment, as my payout is something surprisingly tangible. It is an official casino-marked coin. Unlike the convenience of the cred stick, I must carry a handful of these cumbersome coins, which feel grimy between my fingers. Perhaps the owners thought the feeling of old age tender would make me feel accomplished. Instead, the thought of trading precious creds for any type of physical currency would make anyone born within the last 300 years angry, enough to want to eject themselves out into the vacuum of space rather than spend another minute here. Ouch. Jackpot combination. Hi, Clarence. As the higher-ups said in the last meeting, we are going to have to cut costs across the board, so absolutely no jackpots whatsoever. We're going to set a winning combination this week, but make sure we don't hit any of these. Below are the numbers you need to set. 12, 19, 36, 5. Thanks. So nice of y'all to put that. Alright, we'll do this one first. Probably this. Maybe not. Maybe you. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so you probably can fit here. Yeah. Alright. This one. This one. This one. This one. And I can't do master locks yet. That sucks. That's okay though. Whee! Look at that thing just go. It's great. Alright. So, we have a good number of credits that float around out here, if I remember right. Playing cards. Ah, that's right. No creds out here. So everything interesting is hidden back here. It's 12, 19, 36, 5. 3.5K. Alright. Well, we are already going to Red Mile. Is it worth the risk? Let me double check. Cool. We're gonna grab these. Just enjoy. Leisurely float. Think we got all the bodies?
Where are we going? What are we doing? What's next for me and you?
Good question, buddy. I think we got all the bodies. Just double check down here. Aha! I knew we missed somebody. Here we go. Here's some creds. Hey, creds. I don't think there's another cred stick floating around. I think there'd be more of them, but... Probably the spacers picked them all up. Alright. What a terrible idea, Zero-G Casino. Why would you use physical cards? Roulette would take forever. I suspect that the casino had gravity when it was in operation. And that it's only because of the spacers that it doesn't. Be rigged anyway. I mean, we did just find a note that literally explained that they rigged this quite thoroughly. Also, hey Von Falcon. Nice to see you around again. So casino being rigged is the default option. Yeah, basically. If a casino is being run and it is not biased towards the house winning, then someone has failed at the basic model of a casino. Oh yeah, and as soon as I get a workbench, we're putting a colorful color on this skin because the white is just unacceptable. Ugh, God, I always forget how annoyingly slow the default frontier is. Oh shoot, we gotta go through Volai first. Shit. No. Okay, is there another way to get to Parima without having to go through Volai? Ah, hell. Well, no, see, because the first time you go, it always takes you to the default location.
Don't you just love?
No, I don't love grab jumps. We are blasting our way out of here as fast as we can.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship.
Bye! No scanning. maybe if you do it fast enough, it doesn't scan. Wow, did I actually manage that? Holy crap. Okay, that's...
Contact Charlie 3. That's you. Charlie 3.
Oh, hi?
Nice to meet you. Bye, Charlie 3. Hi. Just doing my daily paying it forward.
Ah,
The Altair
right.
system. Like big time. Oh, I know. Just my memory for names. Terrible. Sorry.
Good timing, Northern.
Pick up supply drops, and I grabbed into the Altair system, and boy, spacers all over the damn place. There, distress call, yammering nonstop. Something big's going down there, and all of us with no skin in the game. Yes, we just give it a wide berth. Am I right? Oh, it sounded bad.
Is Kaz awake? Probably not. He's certainly not in the room. And also, cats and hats should be disabled for this stream so that, because I need it to be a little bit more chill than usual tonight. Falcon says, tickles me you call them Northern when their name is definitely not Northern. Oh, you'll see. You'll see.
Charlie 3, you are looking to pay it forward like big time. I mean, I won't tell you you're crazy, but wow. Bye, Charlie 3. You've been like the best Charlie 3 I talked to all week.
Then you have a sad life, little man. Falcon, if you're referring to Northern, welcome to the many faces of Northern. I don't know why Northern does this. I don't think I've ever bothered to ask them. But it's... yeah. It's just a thing. Northern's a little bit nutty.
Oh, glorious air. It smells so familiar.
Which one of y'all is the evil one? You have to tell us. No, Von Falcon, the correct question to be asking here is which one of them isn't a pyro? For the birthday stream, you mean the one like 2 years ago? Because you've definitely been running around like this for more than a year now.
Don't shoot me! I didn't do anything wrong!
Bullshit. You didn't think we'd notice that you tried to slip away without paying your check?
I was just going out for some fresh air. I even told the bartender. You can ask her yourself.
Fresh air, huh? On a planet with no atmosphere.
That's enough, Stalker. Lower your weapon. We don't shoot guests over a misunderstanding. Sir, please return to your table. It's bad practice to leave our establishment without paying your bill first. If you need some fresh air, pay up, go outside, and come back in and start a new check when you...
Oh, that's what the difference is.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
but I didn't think it would be a problem.
You were wrong. Dead wrong.
That's enough. I think the gentleman understands.
All hail the pretty fire, indeed.
Back inside, shall we? And Stalker, you and I are going to talk about this later.
I can't wait.
Alrighty.
I'm in charge of security here, so I'm the last person you want to piss off.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Northern. Falcon, why'd you have to encourage him? And you're gonna get your ass spaced if you say that to me again.
Patrons need to handle their own heat leech removal. So don't ask. Hey, you the captain of that ship? Is your registration paperwork in order? Excuse me? I don't have time for this bullcrap. Truth is, I don't really give a damn. I gotta ask, because it's my job, you know? And don't get me wrong. I used to care about running a tight operation. Had everything going nice and smooth. But when May started building this place up and hired those mercs, everything went straight to hell. I voiced my displeasure, and now I'm on the outs.
Sucks to be you, dude.
All right, pal, I get it. Anyway, I'm sure you're already sick of my bitching. If you need parts for that ship, or a top-up on the grab drive fuel, that's me. Why not?
Alright, we have a good bit of money. But we can't really do much to this. I think...
Good luck.
Okay,
with
where... Is it May that I talked to, I think, to sell? No, it's the bartender, that's right. Hey, lady. Hey! Hey! Hey, lady!
I hear May's always looking.
Hi, welcome to Red Mile. Aside from the restaurant and hotel, sir, just speak to our staff butler. Coming right.
let's... Is it in resources? No. It's in miscellaneous? Yeah. There we go. It's a nice bit of money. What else we got? Yeah, they can go away. That we probably want to keep for now. Light suit can go away. Books can go away. That never knew you could sell contraband here. I wonder if you can. No, Paradiso, I think Paradiso scans you. But yeah, Red Mile is like the place to sell contraband because it's also one of the places, one of the only places, I think, aside from the key, where you can buy shielded cargo. What else? Oh yeah, food can be sold. I don't use food. Haruma System is not affiliated. True, although I'm not... I don't think there's anyone on Paradiso that will accept contraband. I could be wrong, though.
Enjoy yourself.
I do love the color scheme in here. And, like, if I can find the right fabrics, I'm going to make maze dress for myself. We're not really planning to do much with contraband, so I'm gonna forgo the, buying of... So do I edit the frontier? No, I like to keep the frontier pristine. Okay. Yoink. I can avoid you for as long as I damn well want, lady. Alright. Back to New Atlantis we go. Nope. Not talking to you. Okay, well, on the plus side, the crowd modifier that I picked up is working quite nicely. I really enjoy it. See, everybody looks different. It's great. Can't remember if we did Samson with this character. Probably we did. Let's see.
It's amazing what passes as art nowadays.
Nope, can't talk to you anymore, so we must have done it. Actually, while we're in here, let's see which duckies are for sale.
Hope you're finding everything you need. Oh, please, take a look.
A baseball ducky. Do I already have a baseball ducky? I do.
Appreciate the business.
Alright, down we go to the well.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor.
Hey, buddy.
Have you bring me the package? And eggs. Salina's heart. Feel free to come around.
Nice. Yeah, no, we're not doing what remains. We're gonna probably go do some of these.
It's a quaint shop, isn't it? Don't mind me. Okay, then.
Ugh, this dude takes an obnoxiously long amount of time before you're, like, allowed to talk to him.
I'm sure you will be. Let's keep it.
Alright, there we go. Alright, what do we got? We got an Assassin's Grendel. There we go, now we're talking. Yeah, alright. A Brawler's Equinox. Acid Rain. Which, yeah, is a Grendel. A special one. Let's see, corrosive. It's a bit better on the range. No, I think the Assassins is the way to go. Let's see what we can do about it. Okay. Can't put a sight on it yet. Suppressors Good. Need titanium for that. Let's see, receiver. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I probably need to do this on the... Should probably be doing this on the ship. Yeah, sure, dude. I'm gonna come over and talk to the Trade Authority.
If there's something you need, no matter, be my guest.
First things first, always buy the Digipix. Polytextile. That's it. Oh, you don't have titanium. Okay, that sucks. We'll get the med packs. You have a nomad suit with absolutely nothing special about it. Oh, and my Ashlander suit. It's fun. Alright. Let's see, we've got a decent backpack, but we're using the Gravis, which means that we don't get to wear a backpack right now. Love the look of the Ashlander suit. Thanks, Falcon! It's, a kit bash of the Constellation, Mark 1 suit, because I like the, some of the extra elements on it, with the cape from, like, the Hunter's Starborn suit. And then one of the things I did is I replaced the Constellation patch with a design pulled from texture files from Morrowind. So yeah. And then, like, I had a lot of fun editing the textures for this. Honestly, the tan is not one of the better colors. I'm personally a fan of there's a skin for this that is, like, a black, like a charcoal with, like, an almost blue lining where the lines go. It's really nice.
If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
Okay. So. That. What do we have for activities? Yumi, Noel. Visit. We can investigate brownouts in the well.
That landed not too long ago.
Before we leave. Probably Northern. I don't remember them offhand, but I will trust. Yeah, no, hold on, let me grab my screenshots folders. So, display capture, there we go. There's the set. So we've got, like, this charcoal one with reddish rust lines. And then the sort of greenish olive one with a more of a bloody red. And then a sort of golden brown with gold. And then this is the, like, black with blue, and it's got some purple tones in it. It's my favorite of the set. Like, just the way the colors worked out on this one tickle me in just the right kind of way. This is all, like, this one was taken around sunset. Desert Raider Middle East Star Regiment. Their desert rats that once used nothing but infantry to stop an army of super soldiers long enough that it was decided the losses weren't worth the planet. Okay. Yeah, that's not far off. So the Ashlanders are a faction in the Elder Scrolls. You interact with them the most in Morrowind and a fair bit in Elder Scrolls Online. Tribal people, fiercely isolationist, leave them the fuck alone and they'll leave you alone. Have their own religion thing going on.
Oh, you're not Carl. Sorry, I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for.
We've been talking to the Ashlanders a bunch in my Morrowind run.
People have been reporting brownouts for a while, and Mass finally decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once, and Carl isn't here, so I'm just trying to look inconspicuous.
Who's Carl?
This assignment with me. Clearly not taking it
Hello, Anonymous Productions. Thank you for the follow. It is wonderful to see a new face.
We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution.
Oof. I guess I'll help you out.
You're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved.
Northern, be nice.
What I need isn't very technical. I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station.
I come bearing good news, madam. Oh, I'm a madam. Okay. Yes, what is the good news? Is it, she's dead? The Witch of the West is dead. The wickedest witch there ever was. The enemy of all of us here in Oz is dead. Yeah? Is that the news? I've been back on my wicked bullshit a fair bit, so, you know.
You see that scientist out in front of Mast? Staring at trees? Sounds upset? Whatever it is, can't be that bad, right?
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working.
I apologize, but that is not what I had. Well, it is difficult to follow up Wicked.
Mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch. That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to...
In case if you're not noticing, Anonimo, my chat's a little bit unhinged.
Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two. It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
People joke. Say those maroon zealots worship us there.
Actually, I want to... Oh, no, we only have a weapons bench in here. Kind of right. Junction box, junction box. Isn't the Wicked Witch's name something like Alphabet? I ain't seen the new one. Elphaba von Falcon. Elphaba. Telling the true story of the Wicked Witch of the West. It is an excellent musical, a wonderful book, and now a very beautiful movie. It's kind of a thing for me.
All right, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so it may be a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not.
Well, Anonimo, like, 3 of them are one person, so don't worry too much. We really just have two people talking right now. It's that one of them is a bit more unhinged than the rest of us. And as such, has multiple usernames for some reason. Which I try not to dig into too much, because I like this person.
Nice to meet you. I hope I'm as cool as Solomon Cone when I grow up.
Kid, ew, no.
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
Northern. Alright, I gotta get up there. Oh, man. Alright, Anonimo, I see you. You are going to fit right in here.
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years of fill attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
Quite a bad lad, but he does know a good shawarma place in Glasgow. So, you know, that helps. Wait, seriously? I did it already? Usually it takes a few tries to run all these switches up.
Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monorail station, near where we met?
Oh, free chems. Hi. Wait, hold up. That's, was someone pulling a Dahmer here? That's seriously disturbing. No, Von Falcon is definitely a different person. Oh, y'all are crazy and it's great.
Did I say thank you? Because there's no way I could have done that. Right, sure. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain.
How's this game? Anonymous, do you mean Starfield?
Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain. But if not, then this is where we part ways.
Yeah, so you must be very new here. Hi, I'm Fen Harillan. I am a verified creator for Bethesda Softworks. I make mods for this game. I love this game. This game is great. This is my like 5th or 6th character. This is my stream character. This is Captain Winter. I made her for stream. Ah, okay, yeah. Fair enough, Anonimo. So this is Captain Winter. She's my stream character. I have my original like first character for Starfield is now one of my testing characters for my mods. I use that character to see how my mods interact with other stuff I'm playing with. And then there's my second character who I stopped playing because I got really bored of New Game Plus and had kind of lost the plot with her a bit. And then I have a current non-stream character who is newer, created around the same time as this one, playing a different type of like roleplay for it. And then, yeah, so I've got, what was it, 13 mods out for Starfield. I think 5 of them are paid. Hold on, I can pull up the creations menu. So the big one that like everybody knows about is Ancient Mariner Extended. Bethesda put out a $10/€10 mod that gave you 1 ship hab in the style of like an old ship. It was really cool, and I wanted more of it, so I made more of it. And then we've got, where is it? A lot of my stuff is pretty far down. We have Ashlander Living, which, okay, this menu is stupid. Hold on a second. We will briefly, hello Tari. This is cat number 1. She's the cat we mostly see on stream. Yes, I made Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt for Starfield is the first mod that I made like brand new 3D assets for, because around this time last year I learned how to use Blender, and the first thing I did was make like 30 ducks, because I have a small rubber ducky collection of my own. Yes, kitty. Okay, we can all look at the kitty for a bit. So yeah, these are the mods I've made. We have Ancient Mariner Extended. Greatly expands the number of wooden interior ship habs. Introduced the very first bathtub ever seen in Starfield and Starfield modding, which is not a bathtub at all. It is a desktop planter that I embiggened and turned copper. It's very amusing. And then there's Ashlander Living, which we were actually talking about for a little bit earlier. And this was trying to bring some of the Ashlanders of the Elder Scrolls into our ship habs. So these are all modeled after the like tiny home sort of principle. Northern. Yeah, no, it's getting to be verified was a lot of fun last year. I might have shrieked. Ashlander is one of the mods that got me there, basically, as I showed them the assets I was making for this, and my plans, and this plus the duckies, I guess was enough of a portfolio to get me into the program. But the duckies are silly, and I love them. Because I was like, you know what I like? I like duckies. I have a whole bunch. Like, I've got this special little ducky. It's a dragon ducky. God, it's hard for me to describe Creation Kit because, as Northern will probably pop in to make an age jokes shortly, I started modding with Morrowind. I have been playing Morrowind since it came out, and my original mods were just for me. I didn't publish them. I didn't post them anywhere. Just private stuff. Maybe I'd give them to a friend using like a USB stick once we had those. But I didn't really do much with it. I made one mod for Skyrim that was published, called the Museum of Aram, which was basically a storage mod. I made a little house in an interior cell, gave it a door. It was a place for you to store and display all your stuff. Pain in the butt, not too special. Starfield's Creation Kit improves a lot on the Skyrim Creation Kit. I like it because of that. But there is a learning curve involved, for sure. Blender is the one you're thinking of, Northern. And then lately, like, this mod got a shout out from Bethesda. This is my Kuzuryu habs, which are Ryujin themed ship habs. Had to make some new assets for it. It's like I made this double wide ship bridge. And then this one just was published. What was it? Last week? Yeah, a little bit more than a week ago now. Last week on Tuesday. I found that there are a lot of limitations. Not particularly, but I've also been pretty laser focused on ship related stuff. I haven't touched quests. I haven't touched voice, like handling companions or followers or NPCs. I build stuff for ships. I mean, a lot of the, like, where you are going to run into limitations is going to be, two-wide cockpit. They said it was impossible. I don't get why there isn't one in vanilla. Yeah, you know what? I never got why there wasn't one in vanilla either. As far as I'm aware, my cockpit that I made for Kuzuryu is, like, the only one. The wings and sea ships are beautiful. Thank you, Anonymous. The wings were very much a learning process because, like I said, I only learned how to 3D model last year. The duckies were the first things I ever 3D modeled. I had a lot of fun with them. But, you know, there was that. And then the Ashlander stuff was learning how to play with, like, cloth physics in Blender. I fucked that up. Alright. And then the ship wings was really where I stretched myself. And all of the wings there are based on, like, other sci-fi properties that I found. Or on, like, concept art that I spotted online that looked really sci-fi. I'm really proud of the wings. One of the wings is, and like the thing that made me want to make it is the dragon wing, which is the one that like was in the teal there. And that one is based on one of my favorite book series called The Deathgate Cycle. And it looks really, really, really good with the ship, with the naval ship parts.
So thanks to you, we got everything. I don't know if you ever dealt with the trade authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really, really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly?
The ducky's eyes are unsettling to me. Feel like a room full of them would be slightly horrifying. Well, I mean, you know, they're like yay big. So thankfully it's not too much of a problem. How's the monetization like from creation? God, it's difficult to answer that because some of them, like, the stuff that would be actually interesting to know is covered by NDA. I will say that it's as a side project for me because I do work full-time in cybersecurity. As a side project, it's doing well enough.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Oh, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And was it
And it seems to really depend on the creation, on the time of year. Like, soon I'll have been doing this for a year, and there's definite, like, ebb and flow in how the money comes through. Like, in like, consumer spending habits, basically. But also, I'm not in it for the money. I just make things that I think would be cool. And, like, the line in the sand that I drew is that if I made new 3D assets for it, then it is a paid mod. Mostly. Because then it is people are paying me for the art that went into it. Whereas if it's something that literally anyone else could make if they had a mind to do it in the creation kit, then I usually try to keep it free. But also, like, the duckies are a great example of something that's free, even though I made new stuff for it, because the duckies are a meme, and it wouldn't be right. The type of stuff you make, does it require coding? No. And that is very key for me, because I am really bad at programming. I basically actively avoid anything that would require me to script.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your
Especially because, like,
for your work, but I do a little more research.
Coding for mods for Bethesda stuff requires you to learn a new programming language. If you don't already know Papyrus, which most people don't because it is unique to Bethesda, then you gotta learn it if you want to do anything super complicated. There's some really cool stuff that's been done with scripting. I mean, I've bought a 300 credit quest and it was so incomplete and buggy, like WTF. Yeah, so QA is a little bit dodgy, as best as we can all tell. Some of that's just that, like, they can't test everything. They only have a limited time. And limited ability to be exhaustive about things.
Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs.
But, like, quests don't require coding. You can do quests, you can build quests entirely in the creation kit.
Let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort don't you go investigate the next junction box?
It's like I've got a good number of like, oh, for fuck's sake, it's doing that thing again. I've got a good number of modder friends that have worked on quests, and we're just quitting and coming back in briefly because the materials are not showing up on NPC clothing again. Yeah, no, I'm always happy to answer questions. If you go back through, I don't know how many of my VODs are still here on Twitch, but if you go over to my YouTube, I have a ton of videos from previous streams. This Wednesday slot was previously my modding streams, where I streamed myself working on my mod. But the month of August, I declared it to be my vacation from modding, aside from like necessary bug fix, like game-breaking bug fixes that are found in my mods. And so my goal has been to not open the creation kit at all this month. It's been working out pretty well. And so instead of my modding stream, we are playing Starfield. And what will happen is, come September, when I am allowed back in the creation kit, because I basically banned myself from it for the month, we will go back to modding, because I have a whole list of projects. And if I get bored, or like after a bit of modding, I'll jump into Starfield for a bit before I have to go to sleep, because I don't know what time zone you're on, but I'm currently on the same time zone as the UK, which means that it is 11:30 at night for me. So usually I do this stream after dinner and before I go to bed. Right, I gotta get up there. You only work on Starfield mods, or do you mess with Fallout or others still? It is just Starfield here. Okay. There. I actually haven't really played Fallout. It's on the list. I own copies of it all. I'll get to it eventually. Let's see, she's wearing purple, so the blue one always looks nice in this. So yeah, I only work on Starfield stuff. Yeah, that blue looks nice. Gives it a bit of a Samus vibe. And like I was saying before, it's really just because what happened is I adore the Ancient Mariner mod that Bethesda made. I love the aesthetic of it. And the immediate thing that I wanted out of it was, I want my whole ship to look like this. So last summer, at this time, I was chomping my way through all of the habs that I was building for the extension of the mod. And that's what I was saying, like I'm not in verified for the money, although that's nice, like that helps. But
Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level.
Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
oh, I can't get out that way. Okay. Like I make mods because I want to see them. So I make mods that are things that I want in the game, or that I think will be fun in the game. And that are within a scope that I consider achievable. And, you know, if some of those happen to do really well, then that's awesome. And I love that. Would you do outpost stuff? I have done one mod for outposts. I had a bunch of requests to add to do like Ancient Mariner, but for the outposts. And so back in, was it May? I did Build Your Own Lodge, and it adds wooden interiors to the outposts. And the exterior is changed so that it looks like the outside of the lodge a bit. Like just in terms of texture, not in terms of shape or anything. So it's a whole set of outpost tabs with wooden floors and lodge-like walls. And I even did I did some hydroponics tabs for outposts that are modeled after the garden space in the lodge.
A lifelong employee of Mass knows what she's talking about.
Oh, please.
I'm sure you can handle whatever challenge might be associated with reaching the box. You're doing great, and that was indeed the correct junction box.
Makes me think of the Rev 8 as a pirate ship. Jeez.
Fine. Let's move on.
Okay, just making sure you saw it. So, now things get interesting. I can't find the next spot on any of my current diagrams.
And I can begrudgingly confirm that she's reading them correctly. We've reached the conclusion that it must be somewhere on the surface, outside the well. Miss Reyes has suggested that this means it's somehow no longer her responsibility. I frankly don't care. I want to find this person.
And here's where I begrudgingly agree with Zoe. It's not technically my problem at this point, but I want to see what this trail leads.
When Bethesda updates Starfield, does it break your creations? No, because it's unfortunately difficult to get some modders to adopt, but we have a sort of like modding hygiene practice, which is that you never, ever, if you can help it, edit the base game forums. If you're doing something that would edit the, like if I wanted to make a new copy of this object and turn it red or yellow or green or whatever, instead of turning this kiosk green, proper modder hygiene would be to like make my own copy of the object and turn that copy green and then place it where I want it. Oh, have I already gotten you your drink?
One day, I'm gonna leave New Atlantis for good.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said before. Really? Don't be a stranger.
So as long as you're good about, like, keeping your stuff separate, Bethesda updates should not break your mods. Also, like, it's more likely to break a mod that, uses, like, scripts, or that is built using the Starfield script extender, none of which are mods, like, if you're using script extender, I don't think you can publish to creations, because they made a change and a rule, because it was breaking too many things, to keep mods that potentially could do that out of the creation store. So as long as you're staying within the CK and like within the like as long as you stay within like what the CK shows you and you make your own versions of things, you're good. Do you place the kiosk on top of the existing one, or do you delete the existing one and replace? So ideally, neither. Ideally, you would place your kiosk next to it. Because why would one of the UC kiosks need to be green? like, if you were doing that, it would be because, like, you want to put your own stuff on the kiosk, right? So, like, why does it need to replace one of the game kiosks when you can just put it next to it? But, like, if you did delete it, then that's where stuff like the load order of mods becomes important. So you'd want to, like, layer the way that your mods load into the game in a way that makes it not break things. Which I'm not very well versed on, frankly. I try to avoid mods that require me to pay attention to that kind of thing.
Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections. Clearly, the source must be inside that residential tower. Yeah, that would make sense. You know, I think I remember seeing a report about power problems on one of the upper floors. I bet it's related. See if you can get up there.
It's like, a great example is one of the things I accidentally did with the Ashlander halves is I edited a base game form. I added some of my own stuff to a list that was available in the Bethesda game, and that, because I did that, it broke a really popular mod called Play Stores Yourself, where, like, oh, well, no, see, that's an overhaul then, and, like, that's a whole different kettle of fish. We don't touch that kind of thing in my house. Overhauls are a super different kind of game. And they're not something I play with, and they're definitely not something that I would design. The owner caught me stealing. Excuse you. What owner? There's no one in here. Ashlander overhaul mod when? Not happening. That is entirely too much effort for entirely too little payoff. Because, like, that's something else you gotta think about when you do mods, is, like, is it going to be worth the effort? And there's a trade-off there, especially when you are trying to sell mods for money. Like, is the amount that people will buy it at worth the effort, cost, and time of making it? Now, for me, because I have a full-time job, that math is going to look different, because I'm not relying on this to pay my bills. This is just for funsies. Worked with the guy who still works on Tamriel Rebuilt. Damn, dude. That's a serious mod. I looked into it. It was recommended to me a while back. But it changes too much of Vardenfell, and I'm not happy with that. I play Morrowind for the nostalgia. And if you change too much of the base game there, then I'm gonna get annoyed. And that's exactly what happened. Anyways, we have this lovely unauthorized computer. Dodgson? Dodgson? My guys got creative with the rewiring. You should have all the juice you need to run the program nonstop, so stop messaging me and get to work. I expect my cut soon. And keep the damn door locked. Last thing we need is someone poking around. Even if Galbank notices the missing funds, they won't have a way to trace it. They'll call it a malfunction and wipe the records like they always do. Money's all digital anyway. They can literally just make as much as they want. Newman. Interesting. Going to sleep now. Thank you for your time. Thank you for dropping in. You are welcome back at any time. I try to keep to a schedule of streaming on Wednesdays and on Saturdays. Schedule is extremely loose because, as always, life happens. Speaking of which, despite what I thought, I will in fact, or should in fact, be able to stream on Saturday. So we can get back into Morrowind a bit on Saturday, which would be nice.
Return of the Interceptor broke box office records with its release. The latest Interceptor movie also set records in production costs and delay.
Shayla,
How you liking that laser gun? Pew pew.
What are you, 12 security guard? Oh, shoot. No, that's right. I already have a decent rifle for now. There's better ones. We will get better ones.
Hi there. Welcome to Terra Brew. How can I help you? Hello, and welcome to... Certainly.
Cappuccino.
Okay. Hello.
We'll go back and talk to her after this.
Mine sound.
Hey there.
You know you can't give Zoe anything, don't you? So you tracked it down. Great. I'm not stupid. And I'm really glad.
Yeah, cool. Alright, well, you know,
So, looks like maybe someone thought they could hack into Galban's system. In fact, looks like
might
maybe they
be
did.
a decent time
Nothing to do with this, Zoe?
for me to call it as well.
Why in
It's
the
already a
world
quarter
would I
to
want break them
midnight.
off? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is.
So
Alright.
let's
Well, I'll
see
have some people look
who
over this.
else
Maybe they'll be in
is
touch.
online.
I very much doubt that.
See you around.
Is anyone else playing Starfield right now? Let's find out. Some? Oh, hey, that person's from Star Trek. from the Star Trek Discord. We'll go talk. We'll go read them, so that I can get some sleep. Because I woke up tired today, and that sucks. So we're gonna save, and then we're gonna go raid someone else playing Starfield. Ah, right. Helps probably if I do it correctly. Spelling it right? Yes. Alright, I will catch everybody on Saturday, hopefully, for Morrowind. Stick around for the raid, it's nice, and say hi to a fellow Star Trek fan.